wasn't their dog?
But it wasn't their dog.
We're talking about something I stopped the recording for, so if you guys don't know what we're talking about, then that's good. Maybe, I don't know.
City folk worried about a dog in the mountains.
There you go. Now you know what we're talking about. Unless you can't hear him, then you don't.
I haven't been accused of that very often.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I'm accused. It's more the opposite.
Yeah.
Low bluffs. I like that spot, but you can't hike that far before you start. But eventually it's blocked off because of people in the Hemis Springs. You can tell there was a lot of snow melt going on because of all the little puddles everywhere. Just a couple days ago here, there was probably like 4 inches of snow on the ground.
Just I'm getting some service.
Oh.
Just like a little bit.
Yeah, me too. It tricks you. It's not actually service. It just says service. You're never actually getting service in this town. The only reason it says that is because you're in a town, so I think it tricks the device into thinking it has service.
I have service.
Actual service, or just it says you have service? I mean, we are in a town where people could probably have Wi-Fi, so
It's possible.
it's possible to have service.
Bless you.
You sneezed on me.
My
Show
bad.
me your mouth.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, just
It's okay. It happens with the best of us.
We still live in COVID time.
They are?
We still
Oh.
live in COVID times.
Yeah, that's true. I thought you meant they are because you saw no one's walking around. I was about to be like, normally nobody walks around out here. They have all the scenery. They can look at the scenery that they're in their houses. They don't have to leave their houses to look at the scenery. Of course, if they want to, they can.
Maybe they want to be in the scenery.
That's why they live out here.
They want to be walking in the scenery.
I think in the main part of town, there's more people walking. Normally later in the day, people are walking.
Today is Friday. But there'll be more tomorrow.
Yeah. Canyon del Rio. I wasn't there before. It's a new attraction of Hemet Springs. And there's snow up there. It is spring, so there's probably going to be a little bit of snow left. Or the beginning of spring. I forgot to specify. Volunteers needed. Huh. Yet you can still see cacti in these mountains. It's a strange, interesting world up in this state. Well, it's not really the mountains yet. The pine trees still haven't grown above like 6 feet. There aren't a lot of the pine trees above 6 feet, but we're close. We're like on the border. It's where Hemet Springs is. It's on the border of mountains and not mountains,
Right?
like desert mountains.
It's like this valley takes us into the mountains.
Yep. Gilman Tunnels is also on the border. It's like the doorway to the mountains sometimes.
Yeah.
You get in that big slot canyon, all of a sudden you go out there, it's a whole different scenery outside of that slot canyon. Although the slot canyon's also the different scenery. You could even tell it's not as much a desert mountain because the rocks aren't as red and stuff. And here it's the same way. Rocks kind of get darker, more purplish, darkish red. Los Ojos.
Look, there's like a modern
Restaurants.
house up top there.
There's a lot of modern houses here. It's an old town, but they've modernized it. Because people actually live here. Although some people like the retro stuff, so maybe there might be a couple old houses here and there.
Oh wow, that was bench.
Wait, let's see. Do I still? Huh.
4 doors.
In Hemet Springs, that
The
means you have.
Buddha's right there.
Remember, whatever it says on your phone, the bars, it's divided by 4. So really you have 1 bar.
Think they're done with the bridge yet?
We'll see. They were, and then they did something else. Oh look, the Soda Dam thing. It's not as much of a slot canyon though as Gilman Tunnels is. It's more just extra rocky.
A church.
And this is a monastery. It's where they train priests and nuns.
Oh. Well, at least it's still talking about how good God is, because He is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Yes.
There was also a little Buddhist temple, which does not believe in God, but
That's well.
We have freedom of religion in the
we
U.S.
do.
Yeah, as long as you don't like force people.
And Buddha has some very great ideas. Like, you can listen to the preachings, but just know he's not God.
A lot of people on TikTok like say they hail Satan.
Yeah, well, they do that for likes. Everything you get on there is just so you hit the like button. Even if you hit the dislike button, that's good. They like dislikes too.
Dislikes aren't on TikTok though.
Just saying.
Even if you comment, screw you, that's a
Watch
good
it
thing.
Regardless. Do you hear my message, for God's sakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because if you share it a lot, you can keep on you.
People just want people to watch. That's it.
Either.
TikTok, just know it's entertainment. Don't take it as your source of news. You can laugh at it, smile, cry.
But there are some
Laugh
good,
at
It's
people.
entertainment.
but there are some good people on there who actually try and spread the gospel.
Absolutely.
There's good
There's
people on
Positive
everywhere.
messages and positive things on there. I watch fishing TikToks all the time.
Yeah, I found.
I
this
was
one
trying
dude
some of the
who's-
techniques just now that I've seen.
Did they work?
No, I don't have any fish, so I was losing my freaking spinners. It was driving me crazy.
Do you remember that the one time where one of our uncles just caught like 15 fish in the span of 20 minutes?
Which?
Wasn't it out at the lake?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I think that was Uncle Aaron.
Yeah, Uncle Aaron. I forgot his name. It's been
He did. They were catching left and right.
Conchas Lake was a good place to fish. This year wasn't that great for some reason. It was like, I don't know. I think everybody fished it out last year. Who knows?
Fishing is not easy.
Yeah.
If you catch one fish, you're good. You've done a good job. One. If you catch one, you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing
Like
you.
one, not 100 points. Like if you only scored 1 point in a basketball game, that would not be good. It's not a good game. You catch one fish, then it's a good day.
one basketball point. No, one fish.
One fish is a good day. One basketball point, you need more work.
Especially in my case.
All right, I want to go on the lower portion of that side. So don't let me miss the turnoff.
Oh, of the lower portion of Battleship Rock, you said?
Yeah.
Don't you have to pay to be there?
If so, then I'll drive around and go to the unpaid.
Alright. Alright, well, I won't let you miss that turnoff then.
There's land for sale over here. I always look for sale signs.
I like. Auntie Marissa said she was going to buy a house in the Hemas, but she never did.
She has dreams just like I have dreams.
Exactly. One day I'm going to buy a house. Maybe one day I'll buy a house out here.
There's even some snow left.
It's up there. It's not down here yet.
I wouldn't mind up there either.
That's
There's
what-
just a little hike down to the river. That'd
That's-
be nice. That house right there would be so cool.
Yeah. That's where up is where it matters, Elijah. Down here it just looks pretty.
Yeah. But you're closer to the highway access. You don't get, if something happens, you have emergency services around.
Oh, there is some snow up here.
Pine trees, we made the transition.
You remember that one time it snowed, but the snow would not go away. So we basically had a 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Do you remember that?
That was like a month ago.
I remember. It was amazing.
Yeah.
He talked about it like it was like 4
years ago, I know. It was like yesterday. Like, wasn't that yesterday? A couple weeks ago.
Remember 2 days ago when it snowed and melted in like an hour?
That was like amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I've never had a snowstorm that caused 2 snow days. I remember one time it was snowing at school and my math teacher was like, oh, they're not going to cancel. In Seattle, we got a foot. And they didn't even cancel. I'm like, we're New Mexico. We got 4 inches and had 2 snow days.
We closed for 2 days for a cyber attack.
Yeah, like what? Seattle has stuff for this. We don't. One time one time they had to close the school because there was ice in the classroom. And the kid was like, yeah, they closed it when there was ice in a window but not ice on the stairs. And in my head I was like, the stairs were slippery, but there wasn't ice. It was just wet. I guess it was kind of ice. It was like slushy, kind of slippery.